All right, so the last time I took a look at Bitcoin, I was talking about this move that we got right here above the last swing high. And I was basically looking at one, the daily candle close. I wanted to see if we would close the daily candle above this level or if we would come back down, close the daily candle below that last swing high, and then, potentially SFP it. We did notice the divergences that we were forming with money flow and potentially momentum here. And, this was potentially looking like an SFP. We, then tried to get back above that high in the next day, and we, were unable to. But last night we were able to get back above this high. We actually broke that last high that we put in, and right now we are like consolidating above this high. This daily candle closes in 2 hours and 34 minutes. Yeah, it's seeming like we may get a daily candle close above this high, potentially showing that this trend, this uptrend on the daily time frame wants to continue. Even though the daily structure really isn't continuing, I mean, it's weird because we took out this low. We put in like a new lower low before the higher high, so odd structure there. But we were also paying attention to the weekly time frame because this is an extremely significant level on the weekly time frame as well. It is, or at least it was down here, was the last lower high in the weekly downtrend. And right now, we are sitting above this level. And this weekly candle closes in 2 days and 3 hours from recording. If we close a daily candle above that high, that is looking a little bit more bullish, but I am still really paying attention to the weekly close because this is a bit more significant. And I think it is still possible that we close some daily candles above this high, but then end up dropping back down before the weekly candle closes. So we still get an SFP on the weekly, just like what we did down at these lows. We SFP'd this low on the weekly time frame. The weekly candle closed up here, but we closed a couple daily candles down below that low. So, I think it is still possible that even if we get some daily candle closes up here, that weekly still ends up SFPing. But I know that a lot of people are getting bullish right now. With banks shutting down, the Fed potentially easing up on like rate hikes and stuff like that. Right now, I still don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we are still seeing very mixed signals on Market Cipher. The daily is, looking pretty bearish right now, especially if we, start to lose this high again. At least in terms of money flow momentum, we got some pretty serious divergences there. The 12-hour as well, but it's looking a bit better. It's, money flow is curving up to the upside. But then, like, the 4-hour, I'd say is looking pretty bullish. I mean, we see good direction here. The money flow is beginning to tick up there. 2-hour money flow is very thick. This is looking pretty bullish. And it will have a lot to do with the Fed meetings next week, too. I think Wednesday, the FOMC meetings. But I think this weekly close might help give us a hint as to what may happen. If we end up closing a weekly candle up above this high, maybe it's a bit more bullish. Maybe that's sort of predicting a bullish outcome of the, Fed meeting. But anyways, I do think this daily candle today is significant. It will be the first daily candle we close above this level if we do. Since we started trading in this range. And if we, keep pumping up here, obvious resistance is going to be like this consolidation area. I know there is like a Binance wick somewhere around 27K. Looks like we probably hit that already though. So, I guess for resistance, if we keep pumping up, it would be this range over here. And if we start getting to move back to the downside, the main area I'm probably watching is right around here, right around the highs of this previous range. Actually, this whole box, because it is a 2-hour order block. If I go to the 2-hour, you see this purple candle right before the breakout to the upside. We also have a golden pocket right at the top of the box, and towards the bottom of the box is an NDPOC and a PDEQ, or previous day equilibrium, which if you don't know what that is it is literally just the 0.5 fib of a daily candle. So previous day would be this day, and it's kind of hard to pull it, but just pull it from the bottom of the candle to the top of the candle if it's a blue one. And the PDEQ is a little off now. Maybe I didn't pull it right, but yeah, it's going to be the 0.5 fib. So there is some nice confluence around that box, right around 25.2 to like 24.7. And we do have an untapped daily down at 24,360 with a 12-hour order block right below it. So those are pretty much the support levels I'm watching if we start getting a move back to the downside. And today I've really just been scalping this little range here. I took this long right over here, which I added to when we got this drop. I almost got stopped out. It came right down to my entry. And now Bitcoin is getting a move above its highs. So, okay, this is interesting. Some live price action. But yeah, for this, I literally had my stop loss below the 786. And you can see we came down and hit that almost perfectly to the dollar. We went a little bit below it. But yeah, luckily I didn't get stopped out of that long because this ended up being a pretty nice trade. And now we are potentially SFPing those highs. Let's see. Yeah, divergences with money flow at least. We do see a decrease in OI. We did not get a 1 minute close below the level though. And 3 minute money flow is pretty thick. 5 minute money flow doesn't look that great though. Yeah, this is an interesting one. I don't know if we're going to SFP here. We did hit stop losses there, but yeah, I'm not sure. We might just go for the highs. But yeah, this is pretty much one of the only other trade setups I was watching. Is a potential SFP the highs. Also maybe an SFP the lows. And that was pretty much all I'm looking for, at the moment for trades. I mean, other than, scalp opportunities when they come up. But I think I'm going to stick around for a minute to see if we can watch this SFP live. Maybe I can show you what I look for SFPs. We are seeing the 5 minute, 6 minute money flow bleed out, 12 minute money flow as well. Kind of getting a move to the downside. We will have divergences on the 12 minute if we take out that high. The 3 minute money flow is looking a little thick, but that's kind of an outlier. Well, 1 minute money flow is getting a little bit thick here as well. It's going to move to the upside. But, this 12 minute looks like we may get an SFP if we take out these highs. And I would also want to see a lot of shorts getting stopped out. We just saw a lot of people long right at the highs. That is very interesting. Trying to long the breakout, I guess. 5 minute momentum wave getting a move to the upside. Potentially invalidating this local divergence, but we still do have a divergence from back here. And that is a pretty big wick. Immediately, that makes me think we're not going to SFP this high. And that we're just going to start pumping right now. Okay. Well, I'm fine with this. I'm still long. Let's go to 28K then. I don't know what other resistance we got before 28K. Let's zoom out here. I mean, this wick right here. Watch that wick. 27,961. Yeah, okay, this is interesting. We're breaking out. Carl from the moon. Okay, well, yeah, it seems like we're not going to SFP the high. At least, not the way I wanted. This wouldn't be a trade that I'd necessarily want right now. Even if we keep coming back down, I'd probably want to look for like a golden pocket retest if we start dumping from here. Because that's, pretty big stop loss. You can still make it work. If you're targeting the lows, it's decent risk reward. But it looks like we might not even come back down. Looks like we might just break out here. So anyways, I guess that's it. Depending on what Bitcoin does now, I guess I might hop on and make another video tonight or tomorrow. We'll see. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.